Hi angels, welcome to Earth Angel Energy. I'm the Earth Angel, and today I'm bringing you another general message. We're just going to tap into the energy and see what we get. I do hope everyone's doing well. I'm feeling very blessed. Okay. Alright. Interesting energy to start out with. Oh. Okay. Alrighty, someone is upset because things did not turn out the way that they thought they would or that they wanted them to. I do see a water sign and an earth sign. Oh, I was going to say fire sign, but earth sign came through too. Ooh, fire sign. Okay. Cancer, Pisces, Aries. Earth too. Okay, so with the Tower, what is this? Let's see where you fit into this energy. Where does my viewer fit into this energy? King of Cups. Okay, so if you're a water sign or you have love for someone or something here, I feel like you're just a very loving person in general. Death card. Ooh. You didn't care how much you loved this person. You were like, I'm done. The Sun. This could be romantic. This could be friend, family. I feel like you had a lot of love for someone or something, but you let it go. But for whatever reason, someone's like very, very upset that things did not turn out the way that they thought they would. Like someone feels like they put in a lot of time and effort to get some sort of result and they didn't get it. Oh, Hierophant and the Two of Cups. Okay. I mean, this could be you. I'll just say this is just like a general piece of advice. But I do see the Hierophant here and the Two of Cups with the Two of Swords. So if there's ever a desire for like love, marriage, commitment, please be very honest with how you analyze the situations that you're in when it comes to romance. So if someone is not committing to you, if somebody doesn't want to get married or want to settle down or want to be with one person, don't try to change that person. The person who wants to commit, the person you're going to be committed to is going to want to be committed. The person you're going to marry is going to want to get married. And so I don't ever like to see anyone kind of getting stuck in a cycle where they're looking for something and they're trying to force that energy with somebody who's not on that path. Now, if that's not you, I guess that's just a message. If you really resonate with that and you feel like I really want to get committed, but this person is just not doing it, try again. You will find that person and it's not going to take forever for them to commit to you or talk about marriage. Okay. Now, if that's not the case for you, I see that there is someone who, it's like so weird. I'm confused. I don't know if somebody all of a sudden is like wanting commitment. 10 of Cups. What is going on here? Let me get a card to sum up this energy. What is this? Okay, we have the Devil. El Diablo. You or this person could speak Spanish for some of you. I don't know why I said El Diablo. Judgment and the Page of Wands. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Okay. So, you and somebody have switched energies. I think at one point you were connected to someone where you saw, like you wanted eventually to like marry this person or to be committed to this person. At the time, you took the advice that we just talked about where you were like, okay, clearly this person is not on the path towards commitment and marriage, so I'm going to move on with my life. Even if you had love for this person, even if you cared about this person, you moved forward because they were just not showing up in the way that they needed to show up. Now there's this feeling from this person of like wanting to circle the block. Like now the roles are switched. They want what you, and you don't want it with them. The Hermit, the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Cups. Somebody is like tired of the merry-go-round. Somebody's tired of being alone or the single life or something. This is kind of reminding me of a energy that we've been getting recently, where a lot of these like player energies, male and female, are starting to grow up. And a lot of their friends or their wingmen or wingwomen, people they used to hang out with, are getting settled down. These are people who don't really give me the energy of like being able to march to the beat of their own drum. They don't really want to live their life fully independently, in the sense of like they want to do what other people are doing. So, you know, if they're like a young man or a young woman and everyone's telling them you should be, you know, dating around and sleeping around and don't settle down with anyone, then they're going to do that. If people are telling them, all right, you need to be getting married, everyone, you know, let's all settle down, and that's what they want to do. Like, very much like a follower energy. Seven of Swords, the Hermit, and the Five of Wands. And I'm getting this energy, too. This is reminding me of that reading that I did, I think, like a week ago, where if this person was kind of a Knight of Wands energy, it's giving me kind of like player, manipulative, didn't want to settle down, didn't want to be, you know, committed. They're kind of being ostracized from like their social group right now. Because typically, from what I've seen, if there's like a group of friends or something and everyone's getting married, everyone's getting settled down, the people who are known to kind of be not committed, they usually get ostracized. Because I feel like it's like, for instance, if you marry a guy who has like a group of friends, you know, and they have that one guy friend who's always going out and being with a bunch of people, typically most people are going to be like, you know, I don't really want you to hang out with them. Like, I think you're a bad... The Sun. This person is being ostracized because people consider them to be a bad influence. And there's something about, ooh, the High Priestess and the King of Wands. Okay. I'm telling you, look at this person's energy. They're like, I can't do this anymore. Like, nobody wants to hang out with me. Like, all my friends are in a relationship or married or having kids or something. And keep in mind, there's a big difference between just being single and being in this kind of energy. So if you're like a single person and all your friends are in relationships, I feel like that's not a problem at all, because you're not encouraging people to go sleep around with a bunch of people or anything like that. We're going to talk really plainly because this is what's coming through in the energy. And I'll just tell you all straight up, you will never hear me on this channel promoting sleeping around with a bunch of people. I will never, ever, ever condone that here. You know, I'm pretty chill with a lot of things, but especially with the health situation going on right now, you know, the spiritual situation, how risky it is health-wise to sleep around with a bunch of people, I will never, ever on this channel say that that's a good thing, because it's not a good thing. It's really not. And if you're doing that, you know, of course we have free will. You can do whatever, you know, you want to do with your life, but it seems way too risky to me. And I would always just say, you know, find your one person that you're satisfied with, and be happy with that. I know I am. But I see somebody here who is being kind of ostracized, essentially, because a lot of their friends are moving on with their lives. They're kind of moving into these next steps. And it doesn't always have to be, you know, marriage and children. For some of them, they're just saying, you know, I don't want to go out all the time anymore. You know, I want to settle down. Like, you know, I don't want to be out here running the streets every single weekend. And that's kind of what this person is known for. Now, it appears to me, based on these cards, that this person is thinking about you and kind of like punching the air right now, because they feel like Eight of Swords, Nine of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups. Okay. So in terms of all the candidates that they've had access to, in terms of like people that they've engaged with romantically or intimately, they feel like you were... Okay, I'm getting an intuitive message. So not only do they consider you to have been the best choice, but they feel like you were the most impressive choice. Oh, the Ace of Swords. Also, the way that you handled whatever they did with you, like, I don't think that you let this person really string you along like that. You're very... Like, you really valued yourself in the way that you conducted yourself with this person. Two of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Someone is kind of reflecting on their life and they were like, did I just mess it up with the person I was supposed to be with? Two of Wands again. Five of Pentacles. Someone feels like they made the wrong choice. Oh. Some of you could already be in a new relationship. Oh my gosh, the Justice, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. For some of you, this was like a situationship. For some of you, like, it was kind of casual. For others of you, that you could have been committed with this person, but things, you know, you're clearly not together anymore. This is a past person. Someone who was just not marriage material. And maybe when you were younger or earlier in your life, you were a little more in alignment with this person, but I feel like you're light years ahead of them now. Eight of Swords, someone is really stuck in their head right now. They also they're feeling incredibly isolated right now. I don't know. They feel like people don't approve of them. If they're like friends or, you know, people they used to hang out with, they feel like their partners don't like them as well too. Three of Wands, Temperance, the King of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like it's only a matter of time before people just drift further and further away from me. They also feel like they don't have a lot in common with people as much. I feel like if this is resonating for you, you know, you guys are a little bit more mature. Like, you should be a little further along in life, at least based on how this person is feeling and everyone around them. I do feel like there's a level of success here, like in terms of like, you know, say maybe they're like professionally successful, but in terms of their lifestyle, it's kind of immature. It's pretty immature and like pretty risky as well too. They either feel like you have someone new already, or like you are not going to want to be with anyone who's not like a King of Pentacles, stable, committed, reliable the first time. Nine of Cups, though, they do, the Empress, you know, there's this strong desire to reconnect with you. There's this strong desire to maybe try things again with you, but at the same time, with that Ten of Swords peeking out, yeah, they feel like they've ruined their reputation with you. Like, they feel like you'll never look at them as anything other than, you know, an F-boy or an F-girl. They kind of feel like that was their first impression with you. I don't think you really tried to reconnect with this person. I don't think that you have gone in circles with this person. I think you just let it go. And I would highly recommend, if you're ever in a situation where someone is not trying to commit to you, don't run around in circles with that person. Just let them go. They are not the one for you. If you want commitment and they don't, let them go where they want to go. The person who you're supposed to be with will love you and want to commit to you right away. But there is this sense of this person feeling or kind of knowing that they at least feel like you're not going to see them any other way. But I also, one thing I don't really like about this energy is this person is only wanting to settle down because they feel like that's what everybody else is doing. And like, you know, this person also could feel, I'm just imagining someone, you know, kind of going to the club and, you know, once in a blue moon I'll go out, you know, but this person also just feels like really out of place. Like, they could be getting older and they just feel kind of like, you know, Seven of Wands, like, you know, they don't have it like they used to, you know. People are kind of looking at them like, you know. I think this person cares a lot about what other people think. I think in the past, this kind of uncommitted player energy was an ego boost. And now it's like whenever they go out, you know, nobody wants to go out with them. Everyone kind of looks at them kind of funny. And it's not fun anymore. Like, they just feel bad about themselves. I think there's a lot of regret for this person, but it's kind of like, you know, they sort of missed the boat, at least with you. I think, you know, if they really shift and they kind of, you know, get themselves together, I definitely think that they could have, you know, a nice life that they can be proud of. But I don't think it's going to be with you. I think if you're interested in this person, you know, I'll just pull a card for if you're interested. Number one, don't reach out to this person. Let this person reach out to you. But if they do, let's see what they have to say. Okay, Seven of Pentacles, the Sun. I'll be very honest with what comes through with this. I'm not going to look at this person biased. Temperance. Okay, so the top of the deck, though. Okay, so here's what I'm getting. If this person tries to come back into your life, do not just kind of be like, okay, like, yeah, like, definitely have very honest conversations with them and give it time. Don't just like let this person back in with open arms. Like, they kind of need to prove that they are genuinely a changed person. I think everyone is capable of change. I think we all, especially if we try, we can change and become better people. But you need to make it very, very clear to this person, like, we're going to take our time with this. This is what I expect of a partner of mine. Because I think that the way that they treated you, yeah, you know, you deserve to have the ball a little bit more in your court with this person. 7 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to say in terms of percentages for the likelihood for most, I would say like 65 to 70% no. But if you really take your time with this person and they really seem like the kind of person that you want to be with, you know, and if you really love them, if this is really what you want, it's possible. It's possible. But only if it's something you really want, and still take your time with it. Be very clear about what your expectations are for their behavior, and really make sure that they've changed and become the person that you want. But don't make it easy for them. You know, let them put in the work to really show that they really want this with you. The first step of that is them messaging you first, unprompted. You know, do not reach out to this person. But if they reach out to you, they're willing to take their time. They're willing to show you through their actions that they really care and that they really want to do this right with you. If that's what you want, if it's what you really want, pray on it. Ask God to help you with it. Pay attention to their actions. Take time. Be clear about what you want and what you expect. It's possible. It is possible. So we'll see. That's what I have for you. So I hope this resonated and I hope this was helpful for you. You can feel free to check out one of my other videos if you would like. And of course, you can always book a personal reading with me if you would like me to read the energy in your situation. But thank you so much. And until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you.